but she hadn't been able to resist grabbing it because it was on sale. Robin gave great practical tips on setting goals, peppered with personal anecdotes to bring her points home. Mostly, it encouraged women to pursue what made them happy, and not let doubt and fear get in the way. She was definitely here for that. She nibbled her bottom lip. If she was going to do this, she was going to do it right. She went into her living room to get her new planner from her purse, then a detour to the kitchen to refresh her glass of Sauvignon Blanc. Cecily got back in bed and swore to herself she wasn't getting out of it again for the rest of the night. It was 9:05 now, according to her watch. She raised her glass of wine in a silent toast to her family back in Brooklyn. Happy New Year's, guys! And thank God I'm all the way out here. She loved her family, but firmly believed in the adage that absence made the heart grow fonder. Okay, back to the task at hand. The first resolution came easily. 1. Avoid drama. Not your circus, not your monkeys. Spicing up her life was one thing, unnecessary drama was another. Her life was busy enough without dealing with the cray-cray. Blocking her cousin Molly's number would be a great first step. That way, she didn't have to hear about Molly's on-again, off-again relationship with her boyfriend Brian every week. On the other hand, that would just mean her mother and Auntie Marcia would be calling and giving her hell 90 seconds later, which seemed counterproductive. Damn. She'd figure something else out. Right then and there, Cecily also vowed to stop reading the comments when reading the news online. Do not feed the trolls. They thrived on the outrage and the clicks. Now that one was going to take some self-discipline, but it'd be worth it. Her blood pressure would thank her later. What else? She thought about the pile of work in her office. 2. Better work-life balance. Don't spend all your time at the office. These days, she was lucky if she got home before 8 p.m. That was just enough time to have dinner, shower, catch the news, watch late night, and drop dead of exhaustion. Cecily reminded herself that she was on track to make partner, and that this wouldn't last forever. There was light at the end of the tunnel. Once the Yardley deal was wrapped up, she'd have more breathing room. She'd be able to get home at 6 p.m. instead, while still getting to the office at 7 a.m. She just needed to power through this crunch time. Maybe I can clone myself. Clone Cecily could go to the office, and I can spend a week at the spa, or drink Mai Tais at the beach in Tahiti. She snorted. Keep dreaming. While you're at it, maybe a cute cabana boy can give you a nice rub-down while you're throwing back the Mai Tais. But if she accumulated some more vacation days, she could probably swing a long weekend in Napa and book herself into a spa there. Considering the hours she'd been putting into the Yardley deal, she had earned a few days of massages, facials, salt scrubs, and lounging by the pool with multiple glasses of wine. It sounded heavenly, and would give her something to look forward to when this was all over. Her phone buzzed again. It was her sister Jillian. Mom wanted me to remind you to text a list of goodies you want her to stock up on or make for you when you come home for New Year's next month. See you in a few weeks. Happy New Year. Oh, shit. Cecily let out a groan. Lunar New Year was coming up and she was going to have to go back home to Brooklyn. Skipping the gathering was not an option. It was the biggest holiday of the year in her family. A huge deal. Her attendance was mandatory. But at least that helped her come up with her next resolution. 3. Remain calm with family. Don't let them get under your skin. She better start praying for patience now. To whatever deity would work best or was listening. But maybe not. It was only going to be 5 days. 120 hours. How hard could that be? Most of the time would be spent eating and doing other holiday-related activities, and she'd have nieces and nephews to spoil and cuddle. She'd also have the built-in excuse of work and could escape when she needed to. She'd suffered through 3 years of law school, survived and passed the New York and California bar exams. Surely 120 hours with her family would be a piece of cake in comparison. It wouldn't be that bad. Cecily then did a mental calculation of how many extended family members she'd be seeing. Not just her immediate family, but all the aunties, uncles, cousins, and aunts.